I definitely recommend studying abroad to anybody. It's truly a unique, one-of-a-kind experience.
Because history is about people. It's not something dry and dusty between the pages of a book. It's about people. It's about real people in real situations.
The British culture is very similar to ours. We see many of the similarities, but we also see some contrasts. And learning those contrasts and participating in a different world is a process that our students gain from.
Who'd like to meet Harry Potter?
Wow, you can do that. I've always wanted to live in a castle. I've always wanted to live in England.
If you are even considering it, do it. Make it what you want to do, make it a goal, and do it.
Not only living, but learning in a castle in northern England. This experience is a life-changing experience.
I'm Wade Sherman, the resident director for St. Cloud State University's program here at Alnwick Castle, here in England. The Alnwick program is, in essence, a branch campus of St. Cloud State University. They take their classes here, their food service is here, their accommodations are here, and they really become quite the community of students and a scholarly community, as not only do the staff live on site, but so do the faculty that are able to come and teach and work with the students during their time here.
The people who do this are amazing, and they're dedicated, and they love what they do, and they want the students to have an experience that they'll never forget, and they do a very, very good job of that.
My name is John Campbell, and I'm a professor in the Department of Criminal Justice at St. Cloud State University. This is the fourth time that I've served as the director here at Alnwick. We're very close as an educational community. We spend probably 24/7 with the students.
It also provides the opportunity to have a safe and secure environment, as it is the home to the Duke and Duchess, and therefore we have security that monitors the students and anyone coming and going from the castle. One of the ways that we look after student safety, for example, is through the use of issuing each student a mobile phone. This allows us to always be in contact with students.
Studying abroad with St. Cloud State was a unique experience for me because I am from a different university. I asked if it was possible if someone from a different university could study abroad with St. Cloud State, and they said other people have done it before, so I was glad to hear that. I liked the fact that I'd be living in a castle. That was very exciting.
We live in a castle, and this building, this place has existed longer than the U.S. has been a country.
We share it with up to 300,000 visitors a year that come to see the Alnwick Gardens and Alnwick Castle as a part of the northeast of England.
One of my favorite courses I took here was a history course taught by one of the British professors here.
Alnwick Castle, as you see it today, has developed on this site over a period of about 800 years. The very first castle was just a primitive wooden Motte and Bailey castle. It became a stone castle in 1157, and then when the Percys came into possession of it in 1309, 700 years ago, they enlarged it and strengthened it, and by about 1350 it looked very much as it does to us today.
She truly is a walking encyclopedia. She knows so much, and the course was really fun in itself because I learned so many new things that I didn't know before.
My name is Christine Mitchell. My role in the Alnwick program is to teach the British history courses. Before launching into the Tudor period, I spend a couple of weeks doing background work with the students, teaching them something about the first 1500 years of our history in these islands, so that they understand the chronology from the Celts through the Romans and the Saxons and so on. And so when they do go on their field trips, it means that they have a time frame in which they can place what they're seeing. It puts what they're seeing in a historical context.
Part of the experience happens to be field trips, which directly relates to the coursework.
The field trips are, I think, a vitally important part of the students' experience here. They've come here to study British culture. And in the course of the field trip, they see aspects of contemporary Britain as well as aspects of historical Britain. And I think it is the variety that they experience in the course of the field trips that helps them build up a picture of British culture.
There's a wide variety in the field trips. It wasn't like you were going to the same place every Friday.
London is so big, you could spend a month there and not see it all.
There are so many fantastic field trips that we get to go on while we're here. We get to go to London, which was absolutely amazing. You go through the contemporary Britain class and you learn all about Parliament and the House of Lords and the House of Commons and how everything operates. And then you get there and you actually get to see it firsthand, and it blows your mind.
The Lake District, one of our first field trips, was absolutely beautiful. It was gorgeous. One of my favorite places. There was a lot of hiking that you could do.
I really enjoyed York and Durham with their huge, beautiful cathedrals.
Our last one was York. The town was very nice. It was one of my favorite towns.
We do about 6 field trips which are within a day's drive of Alnwick. York, Edinburgh, Durham, Holy Island, Hadrian's Wall, and we walk along the coast of Northumberland and visit Northumbrian castles and delve about in the seashore and the rock pools on that particular field trip.
My name's Maureen Fortune and I'm from Alnwick town itself. One of the activities I do with them as part of teaching the students about our marine ecology is we go for a walk from Low Newton to Craster, a distance of about 3.5 miles. And during this time we go rock pooling, and we look in there to look at the seaweeds and the animals and the relationships between them, so the students have a better understanding of what goes on the shore. I find it really interesting to see how excited some of them become when they find it, especially things like crabs and hermit crabs, that sort of thing.
Jamie found it, I grabbed it.
Each of the students are assigned a local family that they are able to go and visit with, and that is part of our homestay program. The homestays open up their homes and invite students in to have a better understanding of what family life might be here in the UK.
Almost every Sunday I had a meal with them at their home, and then after that they would take us to different places throughout Alnwick.
Alnwick has something that you don't find in London or in some of the major cities here in England. This smallness captures you.
Alnwick is actually built around the castle. You walk out the Barbican and you turn the corner and you're in the city. You're in the main part of this town.
Alnwick happens to be one of the nicest communities in the UK, so much so that several years ago it was voted as the #1 town to live in by Town and Country magazine. And I think a lot of parts add up to that, but one of the ones that we can't deny is what a welcoming community it is.
It is an attractive town, but what makes a town, of course, are the people who live in it as well. And there is a very active community here in Alnwick. Many societies, the Playhouse, lots of places where the community interacts, choirs, bands, orchestras. And that's what really makes the town what it is and brings you into contact with other people who live in it.
Alnwick seems like a very safe and mostly family-oriented community. One of my favorite things that I got to do here while I was in Alnwick was work with a community radio station called Lionheart Radio. Not only because it's a booster for your resume, I mean, how many other people can say I did a radio show in England?
My experience with volunteering has been amazing. It was so much fun, and it's a good feeling to know that you're giving back to the community.
Many of the students that assume positions of responsibility here or do volunteer work take that same type of ethic back to St. Cloud.
I feel like that will stick with me when I go back home. I already know that I want to find other places to volunteer at, just because it's made such a significant impact on my life.
I know for myself it has been a life-changing opportunity to realize that there are different approaches, that there are different directions, and that's why I feel that going abroad, and particularly the Alnwick program, are such powerful opportunities.
This is a group experience that the students have here, and therefore I think that each of them is going to take something different away from the programme. So everyone will have learned in a slightly different way, but for all of them, I think, and I sincerely hope, that it will be an experience which remains with them for the rest of their lives.
I would highly, highly recommend this trip to anybody who is looking to expand their horizons.
Studying abroad and traveling has been honestly the most important thing that I would say I've done in my college career.
I feel like you really submerge yourself in the culture, going somewhere and experiencing everything that the place has to offer.
This is a marvelous opportunity for your students.
So overall, studying abroad with St. Cloud State University has been an amazing experience for me, and I definitely would recommend it to anyone else who's considering studying abroad.